at their 25-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sanders' first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They are not ready for us. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 47 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, gun.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. It's Zach Ertz on the receiving end from Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A pitch out to Mostert, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo has caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
One, Omaha. I got you. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go. 57's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
The score, Eagles 16. 49ers.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They're on 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
The final shot before half for Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz rolling to his left. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a play fake. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That is hoping for an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
33-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down, Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Lost the pass. Eleven. 12, fellas, here we go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Third and short, McKinnon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. To return, it's McKinnon. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
White. 57 the mark. 57 the mark.
Now on second and 16. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Garoppolo. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down and 16.
Here we go. 20. One check. One check. 85. I'm coming for you. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
57's the max. 57. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 57's the mark. 57's the mark. Leg. Watch the leg. 57's mark.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Boy, look Looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
To return, it's McKinnon. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 72 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 30, 49ers 24. Wishnowski to kick off for safety.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25.
Look at it.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 66 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Steps away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Wentz now to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's coming this way. 12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 44. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jim. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.